Yes, yes, I'm still wearing the same thing. Ha, same background, same nonchalant braid in my hair. As you saw in the last video. I have not decided the upload schedule yet, but still. I am trying to race through the stack of books on my floor. Because that's what I do. I am moving on, as this title says, to The Invention of Hugo Cabret by Brian Selznick. It is a thick thing. But don't be fooled by it, because about half of it is pictures. Lovely, great, fantastic pictures. Lovely pictures. I read this book over a period of a couple of months. Reason being, I read this to my students. We had a unit about explorations or explorers, people who go beyond known boundaries and stretch their minds and shenanigans. So I chose this one because I think this is a good one, judging from the synopsis and stuff. I was right. This is a really, really good book. I'm pretty sure I gave it a 4-star rating on Goodreads. It is really good. I had no problem reading this to my students. So my students are 9-10 years old. They followed along and picked up pretty fast on the fact that the pictures are part of the storyline, and the storyline continues with the pictures, and then when the text starts back up again, it could have gone like 2 or 3 hours or something like that. I mean, the text does not start and stop at the same places, like the pictures carried on. And my kids spotted that quite fast, and understood that then it's really important to watch the pictures, look at the pictures and stuff. The language used was really, really good for like younger kids as well. There wasn't that many hard words, and the words that were there could easily be explained as I went along. And I mean, they were mesmerized by the storyline, which I can see why they would be, because for a kid reading this book as like in the perspective of another kid, I can understand how they'd be completely like bozled up by this entire storyline and all the characters and everything. My kids loved it. If you work as a teacher, or if you have like kids in the age range of 9-10 years old, definitely either read it for them or let them read it, because it's really good. It was really, really enjoyable reading it for the kids. And I mean, you can kind of tell when kids like books and don't like books. To have that, just have that vision in your head. I'm sitting in a stool reading, and all of my kids are on the carpet, and it's break time. And I say, "Okay, break time, kids." I close the book, and all of them just spontaneously just shout, "No!" And I'm like, "Yes!" And then I had one girl who came up to me, she was like, "How come you always stop when it's like the most interesting?" We had a lesson about cliffhangers shortly thereafter. The whole movie aspect that is in this, and the fact that this is actually history, and that all of these like movies that they were talking about in the book actually exists. I don't think the story is real, but I don't know yet. But I mean, some of these books, some of the movies in the book that they talk about actually exist in real life. Like the first movie ever made was of a train coming into the station. I mean, because that's real. I know that that's real. And they're talking about this, the train station in France where they are in the story, and that there was a train that kind of ran through the whole station and then like plummeted out a window. There's like a picture in the book, and when I first was reading it, my kids were like, they weren't really listening. And then when I turned the book around, I showed them the picture, and they saw that it's actually a photo. It's not a drawn picture, it's a photo. And they realized that, oh my god, that actually happened. I mean, it was really, really cool because they got the whole history lesson wrapped into this book at the same time. And that, for me as a teacher, is really, really, really efficient, and it gets me from one point to another really, really fast. So, yeah. I've been rambling now for such a long time. But this is a really, really good book, and if you haven't read it, I suggest you do. Especially if you have kids or work as an educator in some way, but also if you're just like my age or younger or older and you just want a good read, because it is a good read. But it won't take you 2 months to get through it. You'll probably get through it in a few days, because it is actually that easy to get through if you have the ability to like bench read it. Do that. Until next time, keep reading. Bye!